Most people believe that success is a matter of addition. They think it is about adding more clients, more projects, more hours, and more social connections until their life is a towering monument of achievement. But if you look at the people who are actually thriving and not just surviving, you will see that their lives are built on a foundation of subtraction. They have mastered the one skill that the world tries to beat out of you from the moment you are born. They know how to say no. You have been conditioned to believe that saying yes is a sign of ambition and kindness. You say yes to the low-paying gig because you are afraid of missing out. You say yes to the friend who drains your energy because you don't want to be the villain. You say yes to the extra task at work because you want to be seen as a team player. But every time you say yes to something that does not align with your core mission, you are saying no to your own future. You are trading your life force for the comfort of others, and that is why you are still stuck in the same place, despite working harder than anyone you know. The problem with a perpetual yes is that it fragments your attention until there is nothing left for the things that actually matter. Success requires a level of obsessive focus that most people find uncomfortable or even rude. When you say yes to everyone, you are essentially telling the world that your time has no value. You are declaring that your dreams are for auction, and the highest bidder of noise can have them. This is the silent killer of potential. You aren't failing because you lack talent or opportunity. You are failing because you are spread so thin that you have no edge. You are a blunt instrument trying to cut through a diamond world. To become sharp again, you have to start cutting away the obligations that serve everyone but you. This isn't about being mean or cold. It is about being a professional with your own life.
I have spent so many nights staring at my laptop with tears of frustration in my eyes because I was working on a project I hated for someone who didn't respect me. I felt like I was drowning in a sea of other people's priorities. I was so afraid that if I started saying no, the money would stop coming in and the people I cared about would leave. I thought my value was tied to my availability. I thought being the person everyone could count on was my greatest strength. But the truth was that I was just a coward who was using busyness to avoid the terrifying work of actually building something of my own. I had to hit a breaking point where the pain of staying the same became greater than the fear of saying no. The moment I started setting boundaries, I didn't lose my career. I gained my sanity. I realized that the people who get angry when you say no are the ones who benefited from you never having a voice. There is a psychological weight to a yes that we rarely talk about. Every time you commit to something that doesn't set your soul on fire, you create an internal conflict. You start to resent the work, the person, and eventually yourself. That resentment is like a toxin that leaks into everything else you do. You cannot produce high-level results when your mind is occupied by the frustration of a commitment you never should have made. Poverty is often the result of 1,000 tiny yeses to things that do not pay. Wealth is the result of a few powerful no's to everything that isn't the main thing. If you want to change your financial and emotional reality, you have to stop being a helper and start being a builder. Builders understand that resources are finite. They know that every hour spent on a distraction is an hour stolen from their legacy.
Think about a gardener who refuses to prune his bushes. He thinks he is being kind by letting every branch grow, but eventually the plant becomes a tangled mess that produces no fruit because its energy is divided among too many stems. The gardener must be ruthless. He must cut away the healthy-looking branches that are in the wrong place so that the main trunk can grow strong and bear fruit. You are that gardener. Your life is overgrown with the needs and expectations of people who do not have to live with the consequences of your failure. If you don't start pruning, you will end up with a life that is wide but shallow. You will be known by many but respected by few, and you will be exhausted by everything but fulfilled by nothing. The world will try to guilt you. It will call you selfish, arrogant, or not a people person. This is the test. These labels are the walls of the cage. If you can withstand the discomfort of being disliked, you earn the right to be free. The most successful people I have ever met are not the ones with the most friends. They are the ones with the clearest boundaries. They don't apologize for their focus. They don't explain why they can't attend your event or join your quick call. They simply say no, because they understand that their attention is their only real currency. Once you start valuing your time, the world will start valuing it too. You will notice that the quality of your opportunities will actually increase when you become less available. High-value people want to work with other high-value people who respect their own limits. We have a community of people here who are tired of the performative kindness that keeps you broke. We are here to talk about the hard truths that no one else wants to admit. If you are ready to stop being the person everyone uses and start being the person who chooses, then you need to be part of this. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we are going to keep peeling back the layers of these social lies until you have the tools to build the life you actually want. We don't care about being liked, we care about being free. Join us and let's start the process of radical subtraction. The fear of saying no is usually a fear of emptiness. You think that if you clear out the clutter of distractions, you will be left with nothing. But it is only in that emptiness that you can finally hear your own voice. It is only in the silence of a no that you can find the yes that actually matters. That one big idea, that one career-defining project, that one relationship that changes everything. It is waiting for you in the space you haven't created yet. You are currently so crowded with the good that you have no room for the great. You are holding on to pennies while the gold is lying just out of reach because your hands are already full. Imagine a life where your calendar is empty of things you hate. Imagine waking up and knowing that every single thing on your schedule is something you chose because it moves the needle for your soul and your bank account. That life is not a dream for the elite. It is a choice for the disciplined. It starts with the very next request that comes your way. It starts with the person who asks for 5 minutes of your time when they really mean an hour of your life. It starts with the family member who expects you to drop everything to solve a problem they created for themselves. When you say no to them, you are finally saying yes to the person you were meant to become. You don't need another productivity app. You don't need a more detailed to-do list. You need to develop a no that is as sharp as a razor. You need to learn how to look at an opportunity that looks decent but not amazing and walk away without a second thought. The middle ground is the most dangerous place to be. It is where dreams go to die a slow and comfortable death. You have to be willing to be empty, to be quiet, and to be unproductive in the eyes of the world while you wait for the few things that are worth your total devotion. If you want to move from where you are to where you want to be, you must accept that you're going to disappoint people. You are going to be the bad guy in someone's story. Let them tell that story. You have a different story to write. You are writing the story of a woman who reclaimed her power by reclaiming her time. You are writing the story of a professional who understood that her energy was a sacred gift that could not be wasted on the trivial. This is the only path to a success that actually feels like success and not just another form of exhaustion. As you go through your day today, I want you to pay attention to the physical sensation in your body every time someone asks you for something. Don't respond immediately. Wait for the instinct. If your first thought is a sigh of exhaustion or a feeling of weight, that is your intuition telling you to say no. Don't overthink it. Don't craft a long, apologetic email. Just say it. I can't commit to this right now. See how it feels to own your choice. See how the world doesn't end when you stop carrying it on your shoulders. This is your first day of freedom. Use it to build something that actually belongs to you. What is the one thing you have been saying yes to that has been killing your progress? Tell me in the comments. Let's name the weight so we can drop it. Stay focused and stop saying yes to the things that are keeping you small.